Hello and welcome, beloveds, to another episode of Ask Dr. Mumbi. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray, beloveds, that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life truly on your own terms. I'm reporting live and direct from a little island called Lamu off the coast of Kenya. I didn't fly here, beloveds. I actually took the almost 17-hour, I think that's how long it felt at least, trip here. Of course, cut it short on because there's our coast. So I stayed in the coast and then I came to the island. And yeah, beloveds, the world it has changed. And when you drive around and walk around and kind of change environment, you notice the world has changed mentally in terms of the script has changed. It's like the biorhythm has changed. It's like the way the Facebook name has changed. I'll definitely do a show on that. It's like the script has changed, but everything is the same. Nature's the same. The people are the same. But because the majority have accepted this new narrative, it's like now the new narrative is ruling. And the sad thing is, we stayed in this place which has like several cottages, like let's say 12 cottages, because I'm really not doing hotels anymore. So I guess Airbnb is the best option right now. And so that was the biggest place I've kind of stayed at. And the staff were being told what everyone is being told in Babylon, that if you don't get the double Big Mac, then you can't work there. And the thing is, beloved, so I was talking to the staff about this. So half of them happened to go like the day we were leaving to go get it. And, there were obvious, anyway, I'm not going to even talk about that. But the lady was saying that how they're getting our governments now is Babylon is saying, if you want our guests, if you want our money, then you have to get a certain percentage of your people taking double Big Macs. Otherwise, it's not going to work, or we're going to block this and we're going to block that. And a lot of people haven't prepared themselves to make the decisions of, because this lady was telling me, the one who was, cleaning the cottage, she was telling me that the majority of people here by the ocean had already decided it was a no. But now it's like because of circumstances, that no is quickly turning to a yes. And so it shows you that, it's true what they say, like really the modern slave is the wage slave. And if you're still attached to the system, then the system will now start telling you what to do. And I really, really want to encourage you guys to stand firm on the decisions that you've made for yourself, but also be wise in preparing. I think it's also so important, beloveds, at such a time as this, to get a change of environment. I know the Christmas season is coming up and all that, because the world is going to change very dramatically in 2022. And there is a feeling for me as I was taking this road trip, as I was coming down to the island, that this is kind of the last time that this world, that this part of the world, that Kenya will be like this. The world has changed, beloveds, but it's the narrative that has shifted. And it's so crazy to observe how really the world is mental, because nothing has changed on the outside world. It's just that now, and here I am on the island, no facial diapers, no nothing. But there's rules around that reach here, like the curfew and no curfew, it reaches here. And so we have to be really ready to live and be extremely happy and comfortable living a minimalist life, beloveds. I really hope that you're preparing yourselves. I really hope that you're stocking up on food, on water, on everything. But if you can, get a change of scenery, change up your environment. Go somewhere else for a few days. because you will realize that so much has changed within you in this last year and a half. And I don't know if you guys have been hearing about these super babies that are being born now. The ones that were, the ones that have been, what do you call it? They were conceived during the lockdown. And so the mothers spent the majority of their time kind of in isolation. And so the children that have come out as a result are some highly intelligent, highly advanced children. So we are in the best of times and we are in the worst of times. It all depends on what narrative you're listening to. And you just need to continuously strengthen your own narrative, beloveds. And I mean, I started this, I wanted to talk about The Walking Dead. Maybe I'll do a whole separate video because I just feel like really my word of encouragement is change your environment. That is one of the most important things to any kind of mental health or anything in in this kind of world right now. Because if you've been in the same place for the year or year and a half that people have been in lockdown, then your resolve to adhere to certain personal decisions may become weakened, maybe it won't. But if you travel, then it will just give you a whole new perspective on everything, beloveds. And even just interacting with different people and hearing where different people are at. Because people aren't stupid. They're just bound to the wrong narrative that wants them to believe they're stupid and powerless and, you know, and puppets and they have no say in their own life. But if you can, beloveds, take a break, change your environment. Go to another part of the country or another country altogether. And get a vibe of what this pandemic has done to us all. It's not negative at all, but I definitely feel that there are certain things that are gone forever. That narrative, Babylon has literally erased that narrative, beloveds, from the blackboard. And they're busy writing a new narrative. But if you go out into the world and you see, then, and don't travel the way you've always traveled. Because, beloveds, I'm traveling so different, like no restaurants, practicing what I preach, so I had to carry my entire like kitchen with me, literally. I mean, even sleeping in like hotel beds is a no-no. So, I've carried like my sleeping bags, my little mattress, blow up mattress. I mean, seriously, these are the seasons and times that we're living in. Travel, but travel different, like you've never traveled before. If you can, don't do the big hotels. If that's the only option, go ahead and do that. And now I understand why some of my friends they'd carry their own bed sheets, their own towels. Okay, I always carry towels, but, and they'd wipe down the entire place because we have to be aware of the energies that we're walking into and out of. Because even hotels are not operating just like that, beloveds. But take a break. Make sure take a mental health holiday. Make sure that you're putting yourself first. Remember, you can always send me an email, drmumbi@drmumbishow.com. Until next time, tuko pamoja.